Alright, we're back out here. I didn't get any work done on the floor that I wanted to get. But I did pick up this set of 33 Ford fenders off a Coupe. And I'll be able to section this and add to where that meets my grill and bolts on. I'll have to move the taillights and the headlights. Plans change sometimes. But I got these fenders. I'll be able to, right now they can't really go over because of the motor plate. So I'll section this out and then it'll be able to tow into the cab and we'll get a Coke bottle effect coming out. So we'll Coke bottle it, or we'll run it right into the bottom of the cab like that. And then I'll section this section, drop it down to where it's level with the bottom. Section it out, add a piece in here. But so it ought to be pretty radical. I got those curves though. See those curves? These things are pretty well roached. They're gonna need some body work. Fix this stuff. But I mean, they're 90 years old. If I look that good when I'm 90, I hope I look that good when I'm 90. But it ought to give this thing a really wild look, especially when the exhausts come out and go up right there. Fill it all in. So right there, that'll be sectioned and dropped. It'll be Coke bottled to the fender or the cab, and then it'll go all the way to the cab. And the front will be filled in, and I'll put my headlights up there on top. I'll fill in the factory ones, but there ain't gonna be nothing like this. I tell you what, thank God. God bless the good old boy that I sold it. I'm not allowed to tell you what I paid for him. I promised him I wouldn't tell you. You wouldn't believe it if I did tell you. Well, the actual story. But this good old boy, he had himself a 33 5-window Ford Coupe with a flathead in it. I mean, iconic car. 32, 33, 34. That is the car to have if you're going to be a hot rodder. And he had it. He owned it. And these fenders weren't nice enough to be on his car. His car was immaculate. I mean, there wasn't a dent. If there was, it got hand hammered and dollied out. It was and just to see that car, and he let me sit in it. I felt like a little kid. He let me sit in it. So to him, these fenders weren't worth anything. They were scrap metal. To me, they're absolutely amazing. So I didn't get any work done on the floor. You can kind of see how it Coke bottles, but I'm gonna make it a little more drastic. And in the back, it'll actually help me sturdy the back, so I'll be able to faux that in the back too with a little piece. And this thing, there ain't gonna be another one like it. And that might be a bad thing, you know, usually whenever. But I'll stretch these out with metal. And man, what a great start. I mean, this is another beautiful freaking day I had. It's amazing. But by the time I get those all fitted, I need to quit playing around. I seen these on Marketplace, and I wish I could tell you what I paid for them, but I'll be able to flat red them too. I'll probably do all that before I start working them. That way, until I paint it, it'll have the same patina and the same cuts, and you'll be able to see all the welds. And so I'll get them all scuffed down and painted the red, and then I'll start working it. That way you can see all the patchwork the way the cab is right now. But you know, like I said, that stuff will be made to match the grill. This little piece will be filled in. That'll be lengthened and cut so it goes in right. Mounts will be made, and it should be pretty wild, especially when you stick that exhaust tube out and kick it up. I'm pretty happy. Some people might think I ruined it by putting them on. I hope not. But this is, you see this thing come down the road with full fenders, and I won't have to worry about it throwing it in the inside on me or flipping rocks up on little kids or anything like that. But it should make a pretty mean impression. So that's a pretty good score to me. These, oh wow. I don't have to try to hand make that whole thing. I can fix it, weld in those holes. Yep. So check back. Hope you like it. If you like it, subscribe. Maybe you'll see some more cool stuff. Alright, so I added some more work to me on the body. I remember I said I thought I was done, but we'll do some more body work here in a minute. I'm hard pressed to do the floor. I'm gonna do the floor. I usually take one day off a week. And today is the day, and I guess because I ran around getting parts. So tomorrow, Sunday, I'm going to have to work on that floor. And God bless that old, I'll tell you what, man, a 33.5 window, that car was, oh my Lord. It is an absolute joy. You know, if my old lady sells this thing off tomorrow, just the experiences of going around meeting these cool guys with super cool cars. Alright, check back in. Yeah, so now the truck doesn't look empty up there. By the time I tie that in and then tie that in, it's gonna look pretty sweet. It definitely turned some heads. So looking good. Got a bunch of body. I thought the body work was done, but now I added a bunch of body work onto it. So now I have to modify this and modify that. So, anyway, check back. I think we're getting there. We're getting somewhere.